Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be bringing you my spoiler-filled and enthusiastic episode review for the latest and greatest episode of Invincible. That's right, the new episode had dropped earlier today on Amazon Prime, episode 4 of season 3. Holy shit, what an episode. I mean, this is the kind of thing I live for. I mean, okay, before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Invincible by the latest and greatest episode, episode 4 of season 3, you don't want to keep watching or listening. That being said, you have been warned. So, back to it. I loved how this episode, the first half, was this story of a beautiful, blossoming romance between two people who seem absolutely perfect for each other. It was cute, it was sweet, it was romantic, and it ended up with them doing sightseeing all over the world. They had their cute little date, despite the brief hiccup of Mark having to casually go back in time with the two twin brothers who stole the Declaration of Independence and stop King Immortal from ruling the earth. I mean, just everyday things when you're in the life of Invincible. So I love how this episode balanced itself out with this beautiful blossoming love story. And then the second half was this violent, brutal, awesome, action-packed spectacle between Alan and Omni-Man teaming up and finally escaping the Viltrumite prison in a bloody, grotesque way. And then Battle Beast, being one of the many monsters amongst them, joining them in their fight against the Viltrumites to satiate his bloodlust. And I loved how Omni-Man finally, took action because he had finally grown enough affection or admiration for Alan and broke himself of his restraints and took on his fellow Viltrumites by saving Alan's life. And then him and Alan tag teaming it on beating up that one Viltrumite while Battle Beast dealt with the other one. That was awesome. And how they both punched the Viltrumite from different directions, completely obliterating his skull, was pure magic, pure art. That was. That was fun. Oh, God. So, on the one hand, we have this beautiful romantic story in the first half of this episode, and in the second half is this prison break between these two buddies, these two guys who are reluctant friends, or at least Alan seems really fond of Omni-Man, and Omni-Man seems to be slowly warming up to Alan, which is really funny. And then we learn some very interesting information about the Viltrumites. There's only apparently 50 of them, and they make up this Viltrumite empire. There's no vast standing army or invasion force to attack Earth, to attack and colonize Earth. It's just 50 Viltrumites. Still hella strong, powerful. I mean, hell, we see how strong Omni-Man is. Imagine 50 of him. So they still pose a threat to the Earth and to the rest of the galaxy, but Omni-Man himself said it's one of the reasons why we can beat them, and that's very promising. And I like how he seems to have a new take on life, or a new improved attitude now that he and Alan are free. And I think he was really touched by the fact that Alan genuinely saved his life, because it's like he said no Viltrumite would ever do that for another, which is really sad when you think about it. Omni-Man seems so devoted to his people, yet they clearly don't give two shits about him if he doesn't fulfill his mission. So I don't see where this loyalty comes from. Anyway, fantastic episode. Everything about it was so great. I like the stuff with Mark and Eve, and the stuff with Mark traveling back in time was cool too. And I think it was just another trial or a test for Mark, a test of his character and what he stands for. And then the second half, we got to see some action from Omni-Man and Alan and Battle Beast, and it was awesome. So I thoroughly enjoyed this episode very, very much. I just love this combination of a love story and a prison break, both told at different times in the same episode. And for some reason, they just balanced each other out really well. They just fed off of each other, even though they were totally separate storylines. It worked really well. So thanks for watching this episode review. I hope you're enjoying the show as much as I am. I enjoyed those first 3 episodes, but this 4th one, oh my goodness, might be my favorite episode. So have a great rest of your night. Thank you for watching. Invincible drops new episodes every Thursday on Amazon Prime. And guys, if you can believe it, we are already halfway through the season, with the 4th episode now being out. We only have 4 more episodes to go until the season ends. So keep that in mind. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.